place. I see inclusion as an enabler of diversity. I think, so an example in the corporate would be, I'm part of the decision-making process, or at least I'm asked my view, my opinion, so I've been included in the decision. Diversity for me is all about being the decision maker, not just being the contributor to the decision. So where I see a big gap in diversity today is the boardroom. Google spent $268 million between 2016 and 2018 on diversity and inclusion. And they did that primarily because the number of colored people, ethnic people, non-white people, black people, whatever terminology we want to use, was single digit. It was insignificant. It didn't bode well for an organization like Google. And so guess what? 2 years later, that specifically around black leaders, that number was 2% before they started. When they finished, it was about 2%. And the point I'm making here is, if an organization like Google can put hundreds of millions of dollars and create fanfare, smoke and mirrors, in a nice way, I'm not saying they're going out of their way to dupe the population of the world, but a lot of money is injected into diversity and inclusion programs, but actually at the end of the day, the boardroom is still white male. Diversity's failed because actually boardrooms aren't diverse, let's be honest. We keep banging our heads against the wall having this conversation. It's almost trite, maybe bordering on boring, because people are like, oh my god, diversity again. No, the friggin' problem is that organizations have no role models that are brown, black, ethnic at boardroom level to excite people at different levels in the organization to believe that, okay, someone from an ethnic background can be successful. Satya Nadella in Microsoft, he came in, stock price was what, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks when Steve Ballmer was around. For God knows how long, it was like a static stock price. The guy came in, he's from an Indian background, and please don't think for a moment, as you guys know, Bill Gates only had him in mind, or the board. There were loads of other candidates who were not from his background, who wanted that job. He got the job, and he's shown that he's transformed the organization. And I think inclusion and diversity, they go hand in glove. They're both important topics. But inclusion is great if diversity works. Otherwise, it's just a really nice, emotionally enabled, to your point, comfort factor.